Asserting that the accounts of the BCCI, the cricket body, have not been frozen, Justice RM Lodha has confirmed that his panel had only asked the banks to restrain the disbursement of large funds by the country's cricket board to the state associations. Justice Lodha further insisted that routine expenses for matches, games, cricketing activity and other administrative matters were not put on hold. Our correspondent Bharati spoke to Justice Lodha on the whole saga, and this is what he had to say.
I've got with me Justice Lodha to talk more about the BCCI and the Supreme Court tussle. Let's hear his views on the whole matter.
The large sum of money which BCCI decided in its meeting of 30th September 2016 should not be disbursed to the state associations. The email was confined to that. There was no directive to BCCI or the banks not to operate the bank accounts or freeze the accounts. There appears that some confusion is arisen, although our email is absolutely clear, unequivocal and unambiguous.
The BCCI has also said that in all likelihood, if this thing goes on, they may have to cancel the New Zealand tour. What do you have to say about that?
Look, cricket administration and game should never be mixed, and there is nothing that affects the game. Any decision affecting the game, if proposed to be taken by BCCI, is unfortunate. We have not frozen the account. No funds have been frozen. There is no constraint on BCCI to incur expenditure on the international matches or national matches. Game is supreme, it's paramount, and game must go on. How could BCCI administrators think of cancelling the game? It doesn't arise.
BCCI President Anurag Thakur said that if the recommendation, especially the keeping the 15-day off between the IPL and other tournaments kept in mind, then in the next edition, either they have to choose between either IPL or the Champions Trophy. What you have to say about that?
This is again a misreading of our report, and I think it's full of misunderstanding. Firstly, the calendar which has been set, which includes Champions Trophy, that remains unaffected by a recommendation.
The top brass is kind of shrinking away from the responsibility and trying not to implement certain decision that you feel is important for the betterment of cricket.
I don't think it is possible for anyone to ignore Supreme Court judgment, and core theme of our report or recommendations is to improve the game, ensure that purity of game is not affected, and the love of the fans for the game survives. The administration must do everything which achieves this objective, and nothing is impossible once it is a Supreme Court judgment. I believe unless it is changed by the Supreme Court, it's binding and needs to be enforced.
Thank you so much, sir, talking to us. This was Justice RM Lodha talking to us about the BCCI and Supreme Court tussle, and he feels that it is important that the BCCI come forward and improve the game. With camera and Smurti, this is Bharati, DD News, Delhi.